Here's something most people never figure out until it's too late. Toxic people don't leave because you confront them. They leave because you become impossible to use. Once you start living even one of these behaviors, something strange happens. The drama quiets. Certain people pull back. Some vanish completely without a word. That's not loneliness. That's freedom showing up. These behaviors don't get louder as they develop. They get quitter. And that quiet is exactly what toxic people cannot survive. The last one is the most devastating. Let's get into it. Number 1, you stop explaining yourself. You make a decision, you don't announce it, you don't defend it. They push. Why would you do that? You say, it made sense to me, full stop. Toxic people rely on your explanations because inside your explanation, they find the crack, the insecurity, the doubt, the thing they can pry open. When you stop explaining, there's no crack to find. Your silence isn't rudeness, it's armor. Number 2, you give them nothing to report back. Toxic people are collectors. They gather your fears, your frustrations, your private moments, and store them for leverage. When you stop oversharing, you cut off their supply. You answer questions with warmth but without depth. I'm doing well, thanks. Smile, subject change. Now they have nothing, and people who survive on information feel completely powerless without it. Unreadable people cannot be manipulated. Number 3, you receive the blow without bleeding. They send the dig, the backhanded compliment, the joke with too much truth in it. They're watching your face, waiting for the flinch, the tight jaw, the defensive comeback, and you give them nothing. Not coldness, just steady, unbothered, present. It's like throwing a punch into open air. A child pokes you for a reaction. The second you stop reacting, you become uninteresting. No reaction means no reward. And someone addicted to control finds no reward. Absolutely terrifying. Number 4, your boundaries come with consequences. Here's where most people collapse. They set the boundary beautifully, then they let it slide. The moment you let it slide, they've learned everything they need to know about you. Real boundaries don't need volume. They need consistency. Loud threats feel like negotiations, but a quiet consequence feels like a law. And laws don't argue, they simply apply. Once they realize your words are receipts, not suggestions, most toxic people quietly decide you're not worth the effort. Good. Number 5, you see the script, and you don't audition. The guilt trip, the pity performance, the way they reframe reality until you feel responsible for their chaos. Instead of defending yourself or falling into it, you just watch, a slow nod, a neutral expression. You observe it the way you'd watch rain fall. That calm recognition is devastating because their power lives in your confusion. When you're no longer confused, when you see the move before they finish making it, the game loses all its fun. They can feel that you see them. And being truly seen by someone who refuses to flinch is one of the most disarming things a toxic person can experience. Number 6, you leave without a performance. No raised voice, no dramatic exit, no speech about everything they've done wrong. The conversation turns toxic. You feel it shift. You say, I'm stepping away from this. And you do. They're left in the room with their own noise. When you explode, they win. They have a story. See how they acted? But when you walk away quietly, there's nothing to weaponize, just your absence. And your quiet absence says more than any argument ever could. Number 7, the most powerful of all, you become boringly consistent about choosing yourself. You're mysterious in your thoughts, but predictable in one thing. You always, without exception, choose your own peace. They try warmth. You're kind but unmoved. They try guilt. You're compassionate but still boundaried. They try anger. You stay level. Every tactic returns the same result. You, still there, choosing yourself. And eventually the math becomes clear. There is no version of this where they get control. So they leave. Not dramatically. They just slowly stop showing up because there is nothing here for them anymore. You don't intimidate toxic people by being aggressive. You outlast them by being unavailable to control. Your stillness isn't weakness. Your silence isn't defeat. It's self-respect with deep, quiet roots. And if people begin disappearing after this, let them go. That's not loss. That's your life clarifying itself. Which of these are you already living, and which one are you starting today? Drop your number below. Subscribe, more of this is coming. See you in the next one.